please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is officially called to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Eves.
Present.
Trustee Lilly.
President.
Trustee Dunlap. Trustee Blakey. Trustee Clark.
Present.
Trustee Marshall.
Present.
At this time, if you are interested in addressing the board, you may come forward now to the podium. You have 3 minutes.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and trustees. My name is Anita Logan, and I reside at 246 Hammond Drive in Lynwood, in Sunstead Estates. I'm standing here before you tonight to commend our police department, our fire department, and paramedics. On December 23rd at 8:32 in the morning, our lives went into a tailspin. My husband went into full cardiac arrest. When you're waiting for the ambulance, it seems like it's forever. Our daughter jumped into CPR, and everything else was a blur. But our tremendous fire department, police department, and paramedics, with the grace of them and grace of God, my husband is still alive today. It's really important that we commend them, because nothing like that has ever happened in our lives. And today he's still here. And congratulations to them for helping us save our lives. Thank you.
That is a great place to start this. We are so very happy that you're still alive. Is there anyone else that is here tonight that is interested in addressing the board? Now we will move on. Is there a motion to approve our minutes dated December 12th, 2023?
So moved.
Motion by Marshall. Is it
Supported.
supported by Eves. Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Lilly.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. We'll now move on to our standing committee reports, beginning with Public Works. Trustee Dunlap is not here, so we'll save her report for our superintendent and move on to economic development. And Trustee Blakey is stuck in traffic, so we will circle back to him. Planning and zoning, Trustee Lilly.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I have one item in planning and zoning. It's a second read action taken on ordinance number 24-1, an ordinance of the Village of Lynwood, Illinois, amending the official zoning map of the village concerning 3150 Glenwood Dyer Road.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Lilly, supported by Eves. Attorney Boyle.
Yes, good evening, everybody. This is a second reading on an ordinance that you previously considered at your December regular meeting. And what it does is it, if passed, would adopt the zoning planning board's commission recommendation for rezoning of the property at Burnham and Glenwood Dyer, I believe, from a current designation or residential, pardon me, to a business designation. Details of that, I think, were discussed at the December meeting. There's been no changes to the ordinance, so what you would be voting on is approving the zoning board's recommendation.
Thank you. Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Lilly.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. We are officially getting an equestrian university in the village of Lynwood. I want to acknowledge our friends from Family Christian Center for being here tonight. We did queue up the video if you want to stick around afterwards so that you can see the video. And if you have any questions, I'm sure they'll be happy to answer them. But I believe they're ready to put a shovel in the ground in a couple of weeks. We have the nicest young man ever who is spearheading this project. And it's so nice to see a young person that is taking the lead on such a huge project. So, Rayshawn, wave your hand. That is a face you will see at And that's his proud mama sitting next to him. All right. Ordinances and resolutions.
Okay, thank you, Madam Mayor. Under ordinances and resolutions, I'm seeking a motion to waive a first and second read action taken on resolution number 24-2, a resolution appointing individual to the position of deputy clerk for the Village of Lynwood.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Lilly, supported by Eves. Attorney Boyle?
Yes, under your village code of ordinances, the village clerk has the ability to appoint one or more persons to serve as her deputy for the purpose of executing resolutions, ordinances, various types of village records that come in the event that the village clerk is absent from being able to perform her duties here at Village Hall. Whenever such an appointment is made, your code requires that the appointment be made with the consent of the corporate authorities. You as the trustee are the corporate authorities. The clerk has made an appointment for Crystal Johnson to serve as her deputy in the case of her absence. Your vote would be to approve that, consent to and approve that appointment.
Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Lilly.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
All right, on the next item I have, I'm seeking a motion to waive first and second read action taken on ordinance number 24-3, an ordinance adopting a policy regarding unscheduled intercity buses for the Village of Lynwood.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Lilly, supported by Marshall. Attorney Boyle?
Yes, this is an ordinance that has been prompted by unfortunate recent events that thus far haven't come to physically manifest themselves in the Village of Lynwood, but have manifested themselves at various other suburban locations in the Chicagoland area. And that's what you've probably been seeing in the news now for the last several months on migrant buses being sent from various locations to suburbs of Chicago in response to the city of Chicago placing restrictions on those buses going to the city itself, the city of Chicago itself. This is not an ordinance that's aimed at any one particular group of people. It is an ordinance that's aimed at the what as opposed to the who. Lynwood as a village is not a village that's well-equipped resource-wise to deal with any kind of unscheduled unloading of anywhere near substantial number of persons. There's a lack of sidewalks in the village, there's a lack of ingress and egress, there's a lack of public transportation, there's a lack of lodging, there's a lack of facilities to deal with any kind of needs that any person through no fault of their own would have if they were left in a situation of being put off of a bus and having nowhere else to go. In order to, stop something like that from happening and to hopefully have these people get, whoever that may be, get a better shot at having a place to go where they could be successful, that would be really the whole point of this ordinance.
Thank you. Roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Lilly.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. We'll now move on to health and wellness. Trustee Clark?
Okay, hi everyone. As you know, that there is a sharp uptick in respiratory-related illnesses. So I would suggest that you protect yourself. If you got a mask, especially if you have comorbidities like COPD, asthma, diabetes, or anything like that, even just high blood pressure, because it's wreaking havoc. So the Illinois Department of Public Health recommends that you get flu shots, pneumonia shots, RSV vaccines, they're now available. And COVID vaccines are available for children as young as 4 months. The hospitals are now requiring masking again and limited visitation. So that being said, be safe and Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. We'll now move on to finance. Trustee Eves?
Motion to approve, first of all, good evening and Happy New Year, everyone. Motion to approve bill payment memo 1487. Total amount dispersed was $480,757.21, which includes payroll for the period of November 26, 2023 through December 9th, 2023, the total amount of $153,717.44.
There's a motion, is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Eves, supported by Clark, roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Lilly.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Okay, I also have another motion to approve bill payment memo 1488. Total cash disbursement is $453,807.74, which includes payroll for the period of December 10th, 2023 through December 23rd, 2023, and a total amount of $151,184.53.
There's a motion, is it
Supported.
supported? Motion by Eves, supported by Clark, roll call.
Eves.
Yes.
Lilly.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Madam Mayor, I would also like to share some information with the residents. Excuse me, business owners who opened a business during or post-COVID, the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity has launched the Back to Business New Business Grant Program. There is $25 million that's available in grant funding. Grant awards will range from $5,000 to $30,000. The Chicago Southland Chamber of Commerce can help business owners apply for this grant. The deadline, unfortunately, is January 11th, but you still can't get that in. It's not much that they are asking for, so don't get discouraged by that deadline date. And you can contact myself at ceves@villageoflynwood.net, or you can call me at 708-935-5803 for more information. I also have some information for our students. It is that time of the year. For our seniors that are going to school, that are graduating and will be attending a college or a trade school. Parents of high school seniors, if your child wants to attend an HBCU, have them apply in the Common Black College application. For a one-time fee of $20, they get to apply to 65 HBCUs. Their website is commonblackcollegeapp.com. There are two different applications. There's a regular common that you apply to for any school, but this one is particularly for HBCUs. I also would like to share with the residents the information concerning the Finance Committee and events that we will be hosting to help fund our scholarship program. Of course. Well, first of all, our financial literacy program will begin for our high school seniors, grades 9th through 12th. This is any student. You do not have to be a resident. If you would like to come here, it will be on Saturdays starting March 3rd. You can contact myself. It's a 2-hour program. It lasts for 6 weeks. We do not meet the week of Easter. Come and sign your students up. It's a lot of fun. We give a lot of incentives throughout the program. The committee are the ones who actually teach the program, and First National Bank, they partner with us, so they come in on the second half of the program every Saturday to reiterate the information that has been taught. We give the student service hours, if they desire those, as far as they have a graduation, and we also encourage them to open up a savings account, which we usually make a monetary deposit if they do that. So that is our financial literacy program. March 1st, we will start our lottery, our scholarship lottery raffle that will start April 1st. Those tickets are $5. They will be available as of March 1st. You can contact myself as well as Trustee Marshall to get those tickets for the scholarship. Last year, we were able to raise $3,000, which we are thankful to the residents for, and that money went directly to our students. We're also going to have a cigar sip and smoke on July 14th. That money as well would, it's going to happen on Sunday afternoon, but that money as well will go to help fund our educational scholarship. The application for the scholarship will be available on April 1st for our high school students. You have to be a Lynwood resident in order to receive those fundings. In the past, we have only given scholarships to students first time that's going away to a trade school or college. This year, we are prayerful that we will raise enough money to include as well students that are already in school because they need help as well. And Madam Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Public safety, trustee Marshall.
I have nothing, Madam Mayor, but I would like to say Happy New Year to everybody, and hope we have a prosperous and busy year as we always have around here. So let's get going.
Trustee Blakey, we'll circle back to you for economic development.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. I want to say Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you very much for coming out this evening. I was very surprised to see all of you all out this evening with the weather being what it is, but I appreciate your commitment. I'm pretty sure my colleagues do as well. Economic development, we're looking forward to a very exciting year this year. As I culminated at our last meeting, a number of new businesses are coming to the community, some of which you've seen, some of which you probably haven't seen. You've seen the Dunkin' Donuts, you've seen Body and Mind, you've heard about Equestrian University that is coming tonight. We're thankful for that as well. There's also a car wash that's coming, the Muslim cemetery is being erected now. It's almost, they already laid their groundwork and their pavement. They've paved their driveways. So we're looking forward to completing that, as well as a number of other interested businesses that are interested in coming to the village of Lynwood. We are still a contender, as I stated at our last meeting, for the Chicago Bears Stadium until they tell us otherwise. So we're looking forward to that as well. We've sent them at least 3 locations that they could possibly be located in the village. So it's a number of exciting things happening this year in terms of economic development. The mayor has a meeting planned for January 11th, which is tomorrow from 10 a.m. until noon for a business meeting for, I'm sorry?
It's Thursday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Thursday, January 11th. At the Lynwood Library, where she will be speaking. The village clerk will be speaking, Chief Thomas, Chief Austin, and our building department, as well as Dornita Tyler, who is our Chamber of Commerce director. So those are the things that are happening right now. As I stated, we are looking forward to a very exciting year in terms of economic development for the village of Lynwood, as well as our housing stock, and the quality of our housing stock is going up, and so we're very excited about that as well. That's all I have for economic development. Can I move on to community affairs?
So can I just make one correction?
Yes.
The meeting is actually being hosted by the village clerk.
Oh, that's being hosted by the village clerk, okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, village clerk.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure
You're good.
pretty sure you've done a lot of work to organize
Here we
that.
go.
My apologies. Do you accept my apology?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Community affairs. This year in community affairs, we're going to have a number of exciting things again. Namely, I want to name these 3 things. We're going to establish a youth council. Several of you have heard me talk about this last year. The youth council is going to be made up of students in the area that are interested in government, so that they can get an understanding of what happens here, the processes of what happens here, and so that we can have some youth voices giving input to some of the decisions that are made here at the here on the village board level. At the NLC, the National League of Cities, youth councils are huge. Youth councils come from all over the country to attend the NLC. They have very large gatherings, and they're making an impact on the cities or the villages in which they live and in which they serve. And so we want to eventually have a youth council to go to the National League of Cities with us, an event that we attend every year. This year, we're also going to establish our subdivision liaisons. We tried to establish that last year, but this year we're going to definitely get this established, and these are for liaisons that we'll be in direct communication with so that they can push information out to the subdivision residents, in particular subdivisions, so that we are doing everything that we can to make sure that communication is getting out, not only to the subdivisions, but in particular to the individuals that live there. I had a third one, Mayor, and it just slipped my mind. It was a youth council, it was a subdivision.
Getting a little older, trustee.
I think I'm getting a little older with the year. That's it for right now. If I remember it, I'll come back. But thank you very much.
You're welcome. We'll now move on to our department reports, beginning with Police. Chief Thomas.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Happy New Year's to you all. We'll start off with stats from since our last council meeting, December 12th of last year. 265 traffic stops, 24 arrests, 16 guns recovered, 260 building checks, 21 domestic incidents, 219 tickets issued, 47 of those were ordinance violations, and 1,098 calls for service. We want to remind the residents, the snow, as you know, has failed, that we have a 2-inch parking snow restriction. So when the snow hits 2 inches, please do not park on the streets. We have to ensure that we have a path for our plows to come through and plow. We are proud to announce that on December 22nd, the Lynwood Police Department played a friendly game of basketball with the students at Sand Ridge. We'll spare the score, but the police department came out on top. And also, December 26th and December 28th, the Lynwood Police Department conducted an active shooter rapid response training. So we know that our kids were away on Christmas holiday break, and it was our opportunity to take advantage of having the schools to ourselves. So our officers were able to familiarize themselves with our schools. It's always a chilling training because it's the reality of the times we live in, but I can assure you that we are equipped and we're ready to respond. And the training is universal. So we use the school, but this training can be used in any building, any establishment. So our officers had the opportunity. It's intense training. So we have STEM rounds. So it's a pain reminder, so to speak. So these STEM rounds, you're shot with, and trust me, you're bruised up. So I'm proud to announce that our officers are equipped. We're ready. Hopefully, we never have to use it, but we're prepared not only for Lynwood, God forbid, to assist any of our local agencies. And that ends my report, ma'am.
We'll now move on to Fire. Chief Alston.
Good evening, Mayor. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy New Year's. So stats for 2023 for the fire department was a total of 1,651 calls that the fire department responded to. Stats since our last meeting, they responded to 85 ambulance calls, 10 accidents, 10 motor vehicle accident with injuries, 2 motor vehicle accident without injuries, 1 car fire, 1 gas spill, 3 station coverage, 2 smoke detector malfunction alarms, 5 alarms due to malfunction, and 2 CO2 alarms, which makes it 113 calls that they responded to. With that being said, in December, I had 5 people attend school. 3 of them are already firefighters, and they went to school to become EMTs. And if you guys don't know anything about EMT school, it's a 4-month process. They go to school twice a week, and they learn how to work on the ambulance. I had 3 graduate. One of those 3 was the valedictorian of our class. Out of 31 students, he was valedictorian. And another student won the service award for the EMT Academy. And then with that, I had 2 civilian people that had no fire training experience at all attend the fire academy. Fire academy is about 6 months. They go 2 days a week, and then they go 8 hours on Saturday. They as well also graduated from the academy. So I added 5 people to my group, my team on the fire department. So I just want to give them a congratulations, and as we continue to grow and build, we continue to send our people to education and get more training as we need to do, and that ends my report.
Thank you. All right. Public Works Superintendent Garcia.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Happy New Year to everybody. I want to report 3 water main breaks since our last meeting. We will be continuing filling in potholes, so I asked the residents, if you see a pothole, please call Village Hall, let us know, and I'll send my guys out there. Right now, we're currently filling in with cold patch. As we go with our plows, sometimes the patches come up because it's just a temporary fix, but if it does come up, please feel free and contact us, and we'll go back out and we'll refill all the potholes. One thing I would say is that lately with the water department, me working with the water department, I have seen a lot of high bills. If you guys do have a high bill, please call us, not just from the price side as far as it went up, but with your you have leaking toilets, faucets, anything like that. We have that service to come out and check leaks. We're here to help you guys as much as possible. We can kind of give you tips on what to look for as far as with your meter, because the meters have leak detectors on it as well. So please feel free to call, schedule an appointment, and we'll come out and take a look at that for you guys. Also, we have come out 3 times to snow plow and salt. So I want to thank my guys for coming out throughout the night and in the morning, because it is pretty difficult to get up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, but I just wanted to say thank you to them. Also, I want to remind all my residents out there that as we're going by shoveling the streets, please try to not shovel any of the snow into the street. It's a safety hazard, not only for your neighbors, but also for the police department, fire department, because that snow turns into ice. So it just makes things a lot, difficult for us, and not only that, but just for the environment of everybody. So please try to refrain from pushing all that snow into the street. Also, I know we have some residents that call about our water fountains. My team and I have been working very hard to figure out a solution for some of our water fountains. So I have a company called Solitate that's going to be coming out next week to look at all of our ponds. One of our biggest ponds is Liberty Pond, where we have Lynwood at our Lynwood Fest. They're going to be doing the assessment about the mosquito control, any algae control, giving us a better feel of what we can do better and what we're doing wrong. They're going to come out and do a whole survey, and once I get some more information to you, I will gladly give it to you, Mayor, the board, and all of my residents as well. And that'd be it for my report.
Thank you. You got a hand clap tonight.
I don't know what that was.
You are starting 2024 all right. Village Engineer Dave Schilling.
Thank you, Mayor. We did get notification that IDOT has approved the motor fuel tax section that was approved at the last board meeting. So that's good. The next budget year is coming, so start to think about what you want to spend your MFT dollars on for the next year as well. And then we have also started on the 2023 MWRD annual reports. Those are reports required by MWRD to make sure that you're not getting a lot of groundwater or surface water into your sanitary system, helps with backups, stuff like that. So that's due in March, and we will be on schedule to get that in by the deadline, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Finance, Mrs. Switterick.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no report. Thank you. It's her birthday today, guys. Happy birthday, Kim.
No, wait a minute.
Yes.
This engineer gave a report, he didn't get a hand clap. She has no report.
She gave her own hand clap.
That'd be the night, man. I tell you.
That's funny.
Building department, it's early.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just want to remind the residents that contractor registrations expire February 28th of this year, 2024. So if you are hiring a contractor for any upcoming work, make sure that they're registered for this next year of licensure. If you have a vacant home here, could be income property that you have here in the village, and you know that it is vacant, please call the building department and let us know. We're trying to keep our eyes on squatters and situations that pop up. So if we know that there's an empty house, if we can turn the water off, we will. If it's not too cold, we don't want pipes to burst. But we're trying to take all the measures that we can from the building department side to help and assist the police department and crime-free housing and all the other factors that come into that place. So if you know that you have a vacant home here, just call us and let us know. We can keep eyes on it. And if you know that there's a vacant home on your block and you see unusual activity, you can give us a call as well, and we'll just have it checked out just to make sure it's a valid activity. And then as we prepare for this year's permit season, we always want to encourage people to start early. Permits last for 6 months. So if you're going to put a fence in June, you can apply for your permit now and hold on to it. That kind of helps us keep the traffic down within the office. But we also want you to know that we'll have some basic project qualification information available to you on the dedicated building department page on the website. That should be up and running by the end of February. And that ends my report, Madam Mayor. Oh, and if you have any additional questions for the building department, that number is 708-758-6101, option 4. Thank you very much.
I want this crowd at every board. I love it. All right, Attorney Boyle.
Happy New Year to everybody, and no report.
That was commish.
Madam Clerk.
Yes. I just wanted to clarify, well, actually add something that Trustee Blakey talked about in my report.
I apologize already.
That's fine. I just wanted to say that all are welcome. It's primarily for businesses, but if you intend to open a business in Lynwood or you currently have a business in Lynwood, this is just some information for going forward. So anyone is welcome. And then I would like to swear in the Deputy Clerk.
Crystal Johnson, will you please come forward?
Madam Mayor, does that come with a pay upgrade?
How you doing?
Does this new position come with a pay upgrade?
She get a badge?
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I, Crystal Johnson. I solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution. Of the United States. And the Constitution. Of the State of Illinois. And that I will faithfully discharge. The duties of. The office of. Deputy Clerk. For the Village of Lynwood. According to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Welcome to the village.
Congratulations, Crystal.
Fun bunch. You didn't get one hand.
Just a love fest.
Good grief.
Kicking off 2024. So the inside joke for you all is that Crystal currently works for the Village of Lynwood, and she was voluntold.
Voluntold.
That's why she looks so happy. But she literally is one of the hardest working individuals I've ever met in my life. Crystal is actually retired, and when I came into office and everyone quit, I called Crystal and I was in tears and I said, I need your help. And she said, what? And I said, I need you to come in this office and help me get it together. And she said, I'll give you 2 weeks. That was May of 2021. She is still here.
Yep.
She threatens to leave often. She's actually taking a month off right now because she's sick of us, but we love her. And we appreciate her.
We love you, Crystal.
No, I just said the whole Johnson family has been sworn in.
It's a true statement. Crystal's husband, Commissioner Johnson, serves on our Police and Fire Board, and Crystal's daughter was sworn in last year as a police officer. So that female police officer that you see driving around Lynwood is Crystal, our deputy clerk, and our commissioner's daughter. So.
Nice.
Crystal mentioned the dog hasn't been sworn in, though.
Yes.
Yet.
Right. We can accommodate that. So.
That concludes my report.
All right, thank you. All right, I will not be before you long. I was thinking about how I wanted to start this year off and the message that I wanted to send, so I just jotted down some of my thoughts. We've been on quite a journey since May of 2021. Being mayor is one of those jobs where you go into it with all these grand ideas, hopes, and dreams. Then you take the oath and you quickly learn that those ideas, hopes, and dreams were good, but required more than you could ever anticipate. We continue to work through financial challenges, infrastructure issues, addressing the needs of the people, and managing the daily curveballs of life, with the hope that one day we will see the fruits of our labor. We're not completely there yet, but every time I drive down Glenwood Dyer Road and I look at the beautifully widened road that now has sidewalks and a bike path, and I stop at the light on Torrance and I look to my left and I see Dunkin' Donuts, then I look to my right and I see BAM, I realize how far we have come. As I drive further down the road, I look to my left and see the future home of our equestrian university at the corner of Burnham. Then I drive a little further down, and to my right, you'll find our new television production studio that many of you didn't know was coming to Lynwood. And if I continue on that drive, right before I cross the border, to my left is the home of the new car wash that has already broken ground and will be open this spring. It is at that point at which I am encouraged. You see, these things started as ideas, then conversations, then months of planning, acquiring permits, and now we are at the build-out stage. These are just a few of the projects that are near completion or will be completed and open this year. As I drive through these subdivisions, I marvel at all of the new homes that are being built. Lynwood is literally becoming everything I hoped it would be. That is why I am calling 2024 the year of manifestation for Lynwood. Manifestation is the process of bringing something into your life using thought, attraction, belief, and hard work. The power to manifest allows you to take the desires of your heart and make them a reality. If you think it, feel it, and believe in it with purpose and optimism, with hard work and God's help, it will become. All this hard work has brought us to the point where we enter 2024 knowing that 6 new businesses will be open and serving this community within the first half of this year. The best part is we are not done. There's so much more that we're working towards that will enhance the quality of lives for all Lynwood residents. And so as I navigate my way through this year, I will rejoice in the things that are here and continue to focus on bringing more businesses, increasing our housing stock, and keeping us connected as a community. I will continue to speak life over the village of Lynwood. With that, I have an expectation that abundance, It's been a journey, guys. With that, I have an expectation that abundance and prosperity is coming to Lynwood. I trust that all the needs of this village will be met. Lynwood will become a magnet for financial abundance, lucrative opportunities, and amazing people who want to live in the best-kept secret in the Southland. I believe all that is due to us will be delivered in 2024. Together, we will be diligent, maintain our positive outlook, live in a space of gratitude, remain united, and watch this village flourish. I look forward to celebrating all that we have accomplished, but more importantly, I look forward to working even harder for each of you. Happy New Year.
As many sad President of the United States reports we hear and they get a standing ovation, we're giving ourselves one. We gotta hear that sad mess that we can't control. We can
do something about this.
Very well said, Mayor, very well said.
Thank you.
Very well said.
I am very passionate about this village and the work that we're doing, and sometimes talking about it overwhelms me with joy, because I literally see all of these amazing things happening, and I get to work with the best group of individuals, and I get to serve the most amazing residents. And so, with that said, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Supported. Motion by Marshall, supported by Lily. Roll call.
Trustee Eves.
Yes.
Lily.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. This meeting is adjourned.
Right.
Please stick around if you want to see the Equestrian
you.
University video, and or if you want to chat with our partners for the Equestrian University.